Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Manager Destiny Astrological Insights by Deepika Tandon. I am making a video on Aquarius today from the Zodiac series. You can watch my videos on other Zodiac signs by clicking on the links in the description box below, and don't forget to share it with your friends and family. Also subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that you never miss out notifications of my upcoming and exciting astro-based videos. Aquarius, here is all about your sign, and for others you will be able to relate with this video if your friends and family members have an Aquarius Ascendant sign, Aquarius Moon sign or Aquarius Sun sign. Now some of you may not know what Ascendant, Moon and Sun signs are, so before I begin, let's understand them using the mind, body and soul concept. It's quick and pretty simple, so let's watch it. Moon sign represents the mind. So if you are an Aquarius moon, then you will have a mental frame and thought process of an Aquarius. Ascendant sign or rising sign represents the body. Ascendant is the zodiac sign that was rising from the east side of where you were born. Usually we look at the rising sign to judge a person's personality and his reactive patterns. So if you are an Aquarius ascendant, then your actions will be of an Aquarius. And sun sign governs your soul. So if your sun sign is Aquarius, then your passion and interest will lie in those areas that I will be discussing now in this video. And in case you want to know more about your own ascendant sign, moon sign and sun sign for specific astrological insights, including the influence of all the planetary placements in your birth horoscope, then you can book a session online with me on the services page of my website www.managerdestiny.com. Okay, now let's begin with Aquarius. Aquarius is an independent zodiac sign. These guys are highly intelligent and great to network with, as they are the masters of networking. They have this magnetic intelligence which acts like a positive force for them. It is one of their strengths. In fact, I call them the intelligent networkers. They are the perfect example of the opportunist who does their exercise well, from identifying the potential clients at a networking event to conversions and getting business out of them. So they are constantly discovering and exploring by following a structured scientific method. Even otherwise, if they are at a conference or say in the middle of a presentation, they will come up with some quirky and unconventional ideas that will be considered straight away. People take them seriously. Aquarius has this strong, rebellious, outgoing and instinctive nature. They are innovative and futuristic. They know exactly where they want to be 5 years from now. So they can become that wise visionaries in the later part of their lives, like in their 30s. Aquarius has a logical mind, but at times they are impractical. In their personal lives, initially they stay aloof and are seen to be running away from emotional expressions. They may seem to be emotionally detached or disengaged, but as they are humanistic, they become socially active once they get familiar with people. So they may keep a straight face, but they are constantly listening and processing. They disconnect to connect. Aquarians naturally become mysterious for other people who try to decode their silence. They do selective talking at times. They won't open up about everything, even in their close circle, when they don't want to. Less is more for them, and people who talk less naturally look intelligent. But that's not the logic here. They are really clever. The symbol of Aquarius is the water bearer or the water carrier. The symbol looks like a man carrying an earthen water pot. Aquarius is a fixed sign with an air element. It has a positive masculine energy and it is ruled by Saturn, the planet of discipline, rules and regulations, like how every other zodiac is ruled by some planet in the solar system. Western astrology also considers Uranus as its ruling planet. Their favorable colors are black, light blue and silver. Their lucky gemstone is blue sapphire. Some other favorable ones are turquoise, moss agate, sugilite, lapis lazuli, hematite, jasper, amethyst and garnet. Their lucky numbers are 8 and 4. Their lucky day is Saturday. Their favorable direction is west. None of the planets are exalted or debilitated in the sign of Aquarius. Saturn in Aquarius is in its Mool Trikona house in the first 20 degrees. Saturn is comfortable in Capricorn and Aquarius as it is in its own signs. Aquarius is the 11th astrological sign in the zodiac and it rules the 11th house in a Kalpurush Kundali. Now, Aquarius is composed of three nakshatras, that is the last two quarters of Dhanishta, Sadbrisha, and the first three quarters of Purva Bhadrapada. In my later videos, I will tell you more about the nakshatras, but for now, just know that nakshatra means constellation or a group of stars, and every zodiac is placed in some constellation in the sky. So, getting back to Aquarius, these guys are self motivated, driven, and terrific listeners. If you need an honest feedback on your serious matters, you must consult with them. They will patiently hear you out and suggest like a wise old man. They make fantastic problem solvers because they go into the root cause of the matter and see without prejudice. They are blessed with the Saturnian energy in a lot of positive ways. The Saturnian influence makes them an in depth researcher. They usually go slow and steady in their analysis than the zodiacs with the Mercurian and the Jupiterian influence. As if we compare the qualities of these three planets, that is, A, Mercury that rules Gemini and Virgo, they go by practical and calculative knowledge. B, Jupiter that rules Sagittarius and Pisces will go by traditional knowledge and their orthodox values inherited by the older generations. And C, Saturn that rules Capricorn and Aquarius, they go by intelligence, patience, and thorough investigative research. Now, Aquarius does not appreciate loneliness, restrictions, lies and deceit, false promises, betrayal, unexciting, dull conversations, and people who don't approve of their ideas. Aquarians are silent observers, so they will know exactly what other people are doing. As I said earlier, they are opportunistic, and this observation quality, without letting other people know that they have been scanned thoroughly with the Saturn Snoopy skills and discoveries, will let the Aquarius smartly select their people, like who stays in their ecosystem and who stays out of it. Aquarius is a deep thinker, so at times these guys can be quiet and sometimes shy, and they need their alone time, their me moment, away from all the commotion and chaos in order to reinstate energy. I told you they disconnect to connect. They also believe in equality and freedom of speech. So, guys, these were the basics of Aquarius. Now, to understand them from a 360-degree perspective, let's dive deep into the framework of the Aquarius Ascendant Horoscope, also known as Kumbha Lagna Kundali. And, guys, remember, this is a general reading. It is a framework of this zodiac sign, as I also mentioned in my previous videos. So, every Aquarius is different depending upon the planetary placements in their birth chart. But as I am sure most of it will resonate, so sit back and enjoy the video with some interesting facts based on my research and logics. Saturn rules the first house of self-interest and 12th house of disassociation, isolation, and losses. So Aquarians are intelligent, yet they lack self-confidence. They are lazy at times. They have a tendency to accept defeat in their minds before any task, or at least once they go on a negative track and overthink about the fear of failure. They put in a lot of efforts in their work with honesty, but it may not pay off accordingly. So if they want to enjoy 100% fruits of their hard work, then they will have to put in a 200% of their capacity. They mature early in life as they usually face hurdles during their early childhood days. Aquarians enjoy a good family life, and their family usually has a wealthy financial standing, as Jupiter rules the second house of family, wealth, and finance, along with the 11th house of benefits and gains. The Jupiterian energy gives them wealth in abundance and a stable income. They will find all ways to grow their capital. Their investments are usually profitable, as the ruling lord Saturn also rules the 12th house of investment, and as I mentioned earlier, Jupiter blesses them with a rich profusion of wealth. And if we also observe, Mercury, the Karaka of stock market and investments, rules their fifth house of speculative business and stock market, that is connected to the eighth house of hidden and sudden stream of wealth. So it's a win-win for them. If they become bankrupt, a new source of income can emerge from somewhere. So it is important to have exalted Jupiter, Saturn and Mercury in their birth charts. Yes, these three planets are very important in their charts. Now, if we look further with this combination of Mercury, where Gemini ruling their fifth house of love and passion, and Virgo ruling the eighth house of hidden secrets and sudden gains, they will be the life of their love relationship. They are entertaining and childlike, and Aquarius likes communication when it comes to romance. They marvel at openness, imagination, and willingness to risk. Aquarians need someone to gossip with. The love relationship has this air energy, so they can have multiple relationships at a time and may indulge in hidden relationships. They secretly admire people who genuinely cares for them. They can be their colleagues or subordinates or even bosses, with the moon energy in their sixth house of subordinates and Scorpio energy in their 12th house of bosses and higher authorities. Intelligent and perspective conversations attract them. They need that intellectual stimulation. Aquarius can also face stressful love relationships. They have a reputation for being cold and insensitive. When they break up with someone, they go cold and behave heartlessly ignorant because they get uncomfortable with confrontations and their defense mechanism reflects immaturity. Aquarius needs to learn to trust others and express their emotions in a healthy way. Now, these guys are also communicative with their in laws. Their communication is thoughtful, intellectual, and to the point. They like to have them around, but after a certain period of time, they realize that the relationship with the in laws is not like how they had expected. There can be tensions between them. Now, Aquarius loves kids and they can be blessed with twins. As we see, Gemini rules the fifth house of children. Their kids are witty and chatty. Aquarians enjoy playing indoor games with the kids. Now, as Mercury is also connected with the eighth house of struggles, raising their children gets strenuous. The children might bring tension to the Aquarius. In fact, in some cases, the process of childbirth becomes grueling. There may be various complications like while conceiving or during labor or at the time of delivery. Leo rules the seventh house of spouse and it is ruled by Sun, the planet of pride and ego. So their spouse is usually an egoist. They face power struggles with the spouse. They both want to dominate each other. It is observed that the spouse is usually at a very responsible and authoritarian level in their careers. They are resourceful and well connected in the social circle with an artistic approach. Aquarius sees their partners as their pride possession and they like to flaunt their spouse's capabilities. Aquarius is loyal, honest, and committed, and they are not possessive until they sense distrust or if the situation gets alarming. But otherwise, they treat their spouse as equals and respect their freedom. So they give independence to their partners. In fact, their partners support them in their careers. Now, with Virgo ruling the eighth house, their joint assets with the spouse is calculative. They don't usually prefer joint accounts, so they wisely keep investing their money in their individual accounts. But they share it with each other during their rainy days as they wisely park their finances. Now, as the seventh house also rules business partners, there will be power struggles, but their business can flourish as the partner can bring in solid business with the help of their influential network. In fact, they can be one amongst those influential people or someone who is at a higher authority, maybe with a political background or a celebrity in his own field. Scorpio with the Martian energy rules their 10th house of career, and Mars connects their career with the third house of communication, media, and dealings, with Aries ruling it. This condition is good for doing business. They are dominant and aggressive when it comes to their careers. Aquarians are imaginative and enthusiastic about their duties at work. They will do work that they are passionate about. They can become writers, teachers, photographers, flight crew, accountants, or advertising and media professionals. They can do all kinds of business activities that involves communication and short distance travel. Now with the Martian energy, they would also want to apply their energy at work. They can join the army, become surgeons, policemen, mechanical engineers, or electronical engineers. Aquarius wants to showcase their work. They want to demonstrate their concepts, so these activities directly or indirectly displays their intelligence and talents. Now they avoid monotony and welcome new technologies at work. They are the visionaries. In fact, there is one more thing that I have observed. As their 10th house is ruled by Scorpio, they become natural detectives at work. They are secretly jealous of their colleagues and superiors, so they will have all the information about their work and the people around them. Now they aim to become the top bosses. With this nature, they can join the investigation bureau or some intelligence agency, or they can even become private detectives. Now, this Martian energy can lead the Aquarius towards conflicts or difference of opinions in their work environment. Their communication style is quick and reactive. They can be opinionated, rough, and attacking. Their relationship with their younger siblings can become turbulent due to the Aquarian's shrewd comments. In later stage, the younger sibling can be associated with the Aquarian's career in some way. Now, their neighbors can be quarrelsome at times but very active. They can team up and play outdoor games or do some activity together. Aquarius has immense courage to deal with the toughest situation. They have strong willpower. Now, Aquarius enjoys learning as Taurus rules the fourth house of basic education and Libra rules the ninth house of higher studies. And both these houses are connected with the Venusian energy. They educate themselves well about topics they are keen to learn. For higher education, they usually go for media studies or fields that portray beauty in some way, or they join prestigious institutes and B schools. They enjoy being a student throughout their life as they have a natural learning attitude. Now, as Venus strongly supports their education houses, and as Venus is also the Karaka of romance, Aquarius falls in love with their classmates. They usually find their life partners at schools and universities. The other possibility can be while they are traveling, they may suddenly find someone. Now, with this Venus combination, they fancy luxurious properties and vehicles. They make their own beautiful homes after marriage. For them, their home is their prestige, so they always keep their homes well designed and well decorated. They find their properties beautiful no matter how much ever scattered the things are in their homes. Now, if we look at their relationship with their mother, it is observed that it is beautiful and they bring in good fortune for the Aquarius due to the Venus combination. They may sometimes argue with the mother, like debate on certain matters, as Cancer rules the sixth house of conflicts. Sometimes they feel that the mother is biased towards the other sibling. Their fathers are supportive and they help the Aquarius in education. They learn about the higher learnings and religion from their fathers, as the father has good spiritual knowledge. Now, as Leo rules the seventh house, so their father may become their business partner, or they may simply help the Aquarius set up their business, or if they may, or they may simply take over the father's business. The father is very creative and different from other parents. They are progressive. So basically, the relationship with both the parents is wonderful. They find happiness in them. With Libra ruling their ninth house of travel, Aquarius enjoys traveling. They like to explore different countries, as their ruling lord Saturn is connected with the 12th house of foreign land. They can also move abroad for higher education. Aquarius can face some opposition in life, as their sixth house of rivalry and competition is ruled by Cancer, and the moon energy can bring in a lot of tidal waves in their moods. They may face a lot of opposition in life, so they can experience anything like friends turning into foes, forced becoming friends, or friends who had turned into foes turning back into friends all of a sudden. So it can be a bit confusing for them. The nature of their disputes is not peril or rocky, so they don't have to worry much about their enemies. If we look at their relationship with their subordinates or servants, these guys care about the Aquarius. The juniors will be at their service like how a mother is. Aquarius shares a strong and loving bond with the maternal uncles and aunts. Now, if we talk about their health and psychology, then these guys should keep a check on their emotions. They are sensitive internally. They can go through emotional turmoil and become irritable if the moon is afflicted in their charts. They can complain about cough and cold, hormonal imbalance, or problems related to mismanagement of water content in their body. As their ruling lot is the original karaka of health and illness, and it is also connected with the 12th house of losses, you will observe that the Aquarius frequently complains about small health related issues. It can be joints pain or feet related trouble due to excessive weight gain or something of that sort. Their problems can be minor but chronic. Now, if we look at their social circle, it is humongous, though they take time to open up. It is massive as Sagittarius with Jupiterian energy rules the 11th house of friends and networking. The friends play an important role in their lives as they act like a guiding light in the Aquarian's life. They only entertain intelligent and well informed people who are either spiritual in nature or spiritually connected with them. So if you are a friend of Aquarius, you are definitely blessed with brains. Kidding. So they consider their friends as family, as Jupiter also rules their second house of family. So when they make friends, they ensure that the friends are introduced to their family members first. Aquarius shares a spiritual bond with their elder siblings. The elder sibling is like a friend and a guru who guides them in every step. The elder sibling helps the Aquarius to find their true self by walking through their path to self-discovery. So with this kind of robust support system, friends and elder siblings are their go-to people. They can expose their vulnerable side in front of this rescue squad. Now, if we look at their spiritual life, they are esoteric and they want to understand the functioning of this universe in a logical manner with reasoning, as Saturn rules the 12th house of spirituality, connecting their first house of self. They are not extremists. They won't follow religious practices blindly. They want to understand everything scientifically. They will study about nature, space, galaxies, planets, the solar system, humans, birds, animals, everything. They question the existence of everything around them. They like scientific astrology and occult sciences. Now, along with the spirituality, 12th house also represents travel to foreign land. So Aquarius likes to visit holy places across the globe. They usually plan short trips as they don't like to stay away from home for a longer period of time. So even if they settle abroad in their careers, they become homesick. Alright friends, that was about Aquarius, and you might have wondered, two individuals with same zodiac signs don't behave or think the same way. Like you may have a friend with the same zodiac sign who's different from you. So their framework and reactive tendencies can be similar, but rest of the things completely depends upon the positioning of all the planets in their birth horoscope and the nakshatras they are in. And if you want to discover and understand yourself better, then you can book your session online with me. For that, you can select a service of your choice from the list given on my website www.manageyourdestiny.com. I'm based in Mumbai, India, and have an international client base. My consultations are available on phone, Skype, and WhatsApp video. You can also book me for an inspiring talk for podcast lectures and seminars worldwide on Destiny Management Through Astrology to capture your audience at your corporate or social events. And in case you don't know about my coaching concept, then you can check out the link of my previous video, Destiny Management Through Astrology. How can it help you, in the description box below. Alright, I will come up with another video on Pisces next time, and you can always ask me related questions or leave your comments in the comment box below. So guys, I hope you enjoyed my video. So hit the like button and share it, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon to get notifications of my upcoming videos. And you can also follow my page Manage Your Destiny on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter for my latest post updates. Bye bye for now.